Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to another chart breakdown video. So in this video, we'll just talk about how to effectively use the trend line in your everyday trading and how you can get entries from using the trend line, right? The effectiveness of the trend line and why it is important to know the actual trend of the market. So currently, we're looking at the Euro USD chart on the 1 hour time frame. So if you notice, currently I'm seeing where the market has been bearish, right? So bearish meaning that the market is pushing to the downside. So in this market, the only thing that I'll want to look for in this market is to get sell entries, right? Selling opportunities. So as you can see, currently the market is giving you a strong downtrend. So on a downtrend, you can draw your trend line from the very top point, pointing down to the lowest point that was created, right? So this would have showed you that the market it is trending downward because what? Why? It is making lower low and it's making lower high. So each time it pull back, that's the lower high, and each time it break below the previous low, that would have been your lower low. So this right here would have been a lower low, right? This level would have been a lower low, and then this would have been a lower low again, right? So each time it breaks below a low, that would be your lower low. So how would you get entries from this, right? So as I said, the trend lines, they are very important, right? So as I can see, the market is steadily trending down to the downside. So how would you get entries from this, right? So or you'll get entries. Normally, what I like to do personally, I like to see where the market like make the pullback. So if it doesn't pull back all the way up to where it created the previous lower high, then that's where I'll take my entry from, right? So right here, you know that once this bullish candle forms, you could have take a sell opportunity from there, and you would have made profits based off that, right? So you'd have taken your sell opportunity and you would have made profit based off that sell, right? Because why? The market is trending to the downside, right? So if you would take that trade, right, you'd have made maybe like 40 pips. No, it's a nice 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and you'll have been out of the market, right? All right, so it's a similar thing. On an uptrend, you want to look for the same pattern, right? So if the market is trending to the upside, you want to wait for a pullback before you enter, right? So just like here, the market is pushing to the upside, creating higher highs, higher lows, and then it creates another high right here, another higher low, then it pushes up again to create another high, and then you have this pullback right here, right? So seeing that this market is pushing to the upside, right? You only want to look for buys. So the similar thing applies, just like if you're using the downtrend, just like in the downtrend, the similar thing apply, right? So you'll just have your trend line. Let me just pull this across. You'll have your trend line, and you'll draw your trend line from the very point where the up movement started to right? So you draw your trend line that. So if you notice, what happened is that the market is pushing to the upside. So each time it pulls back, it bounces off the trend line and it just continue pushing to the upside, right? So with that being said, as I advise in this move, you'll only want to look for buys, right? So you'll once it bounces off your trend line, right? You just place your buy, right? You place your buy. You can aim for a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3, right? You can aim from 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, and just like that, you'll make profit, right? Just like that. So it's a very easy, simple strategy. It's just trading with the trend, and once you're doing this, it has a high win rate. So it's not that you're impossible to lose, but it has a higher win rate, right? So as you can see, let me go across again. Market is trending down right here. Same thing applies, right? Same thing. You get your trend line, you draw it from the very top point all the way down to this level, all right? And once the market pulls back, When the market pulls back, that's when you'll take your entry, right? So once the market gives you a pullback, you'll take your sell opportunity. Let me show you just maybe you can place a buy right here, or even let's say right, you can place a buy entry right there. You know your stop loss above the swing high, and you're targeting the swing low level, right? So this would have been a nice, decent 1 to 3 as well, right? So it's not a strategy to like you should like overcomplicate yourself with. It's very straightforward, very easy to understand, right? So market is trending down, you're only looking for sells. Market is trending up, you're only looking for buys, right? So it just goes right across because this happens regularly in the market, right? It happens regularly in the market. The market is either trending up or trending down. So if the market is just like consolidating, like it's just moving sideways, you don't want to trade that market because it can be unpredictable. And once the market break out of the consolidation, you might not know which direction the market will be heading. So, like for example, this right here, this should have been a consolidation because the market didn't create any trend. It's just gone up and down, up and down. So if you should get your square box and you will draw that right there, you can see that the market it's just going up and down. So there's no real trend, right? So you wouldn't be looking for trading that because chances are you'll probably get wicked out of your trade or something, right? So you want to ensure that the market is in a trend, right? It is in a trend. It's either trending upward or it's trending to the downside, right? So that way, you can get a decent entry and you can make some money. So just to say, same as this, the market is currently trading down. Once the market break below this low, that would be the lower low, and then it gives a little pullback. So you could basically say, all right, you're entering off this pullback, right? So the market pushes down, came back up, and right there you could take your sell position, right? And you can aim for 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, and just like that, you'll be in profit, right? Your 1 to 3 would have been right there. So that would have been like 60 something pips, and just like that, you're in profit. So it's a very simple strategy. It's nothing overcomplicated, easy to understand. So it's just basically just, join your trend line from the very top point of where the trend begins, and you just wait for a pullback. Right? Once you get that pullback and you see it rejects or based on the bearish triangle that's formed, you can take an entry based off that and you just let your trade play out, right? So it's nothing to overcomplicate yourself. So hopefully you learned something from this video. It's just basically just using the trend line to get entries, whether it's uptrend or downtrend, and once you follow the trend, then as I state, it's not that you can't lose, but you have a higher win rate. You have a higher chance of winning because you're trading with the trend. So the market, it might move in your favor more because you're not going against the trend. Because, for example, let's say the market is going to the downside, right? You couldn't like come here to look for a buy based off this, right? Because if you say, all right, you're going to look for a buy based off this, you'll be stopped out, right? So you'll be stopped out, and then what happens is that the market will just continue in the correct direction, continue the trend that it's going into, right? So yeah, it's just a quick video that talks about the trend, how to get entries based off the current market trend, and that's it. So hopefully you learned something from this video. If not, you can just leave a comment or yeah, so that's just basically the video. So thanks for watching, and like, comment, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.